there. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our Wednesday lunchtime talk. I still don't have a cute name for it, but looking for suggestions from people who are way more creative than I am. So if you are one of my people who like to skip their workout cool down, then what I'm going to tell you today in today's little talk might change your mind for good. Okay? Because what you do after your workout can actually make a significant difference in your fitness, your health, and your results. And we're all working out for a reason, right? We want to see results from working out. So before I dive into the details, if you don't already know me, I am Christina Brown, and I am the admin of this group that you're watching this in. And I help busy moms lose weight and inches and increase their energy and confidence without dieting or spending hours working out. So now I know you're busy, and when you're done with your workout, you just want to go because you have a million other things to do on your list. Like, I totally get that. But I am amazed at how many people actually skip their cool downs. Even, when I was teaching fitness classes in gyms, people would just leave before we started cooling down. And that actually made me really, really worried, because especially if your heart rate is up when you're working out, it's really important to gradually bring your heart rate back down to normal so that all of your blood doesn't start pooling in your extremities, which causes you to feel dizzy or lightheaded, and you can even faint. So the main reason I was super nervous when people would leave my classes before the cool down is because I was afraid they were going to faint. I was afraid they were going to walk out of the studio and faint, and I wouldn't even know. So that's just one reason why cooling down is super important. So especially if your heart rate is up, take some time to let the heart rate gradually come down. So if you're, say, like in a spin class, most instructors will have you doing a final cool down on the bike where you lower the resistance and you just keep moving your legs, but slower than you had been doing, to let that heart rate slowly come down so that when you get off the bike, you don't fall over because you're dizzy, because all of your blood is pooled away from your heart. Or if you go for a run or a walk and your heart rate is up, the last 5 minutes, just slow down and get that heart rate down slowly. Okay, so super important, especially for those cardio type workouts. But it's also important to stretch, okay, at the end of your workout. Now, at the beginning of a workout, that's really not the best time to stretch. At the beginning of a workout, you want to do kind of a dynamic warm up where you're moving your body and maybe doing some similar moves to what you would be doing, during your actual workout. But stretching those muscles, statically stretching the muscles at the beginning of a workout when the muscles are cold is really not the best thing for them. So at the beginning of a workout, you want to do more of a dynamic or moving type warm up to just get all the joints moving, all the muscles moving, get them ready for your workout. But it's during your cool down when you actually want to stretch, okay? And stretching has a lot of benefits, okay? So just taking a few minutes to stretch. It doesn't have to be a really long time. I know we don't have a lot of time. Your cool down doesn't have to be long, but give yourself at least 5 minutes to get that the heart rate down and then to do some stretches. So number one, stretching can help prevent soreness, which, nobody likes to be sore after a workout. And a lot of times if we're too sore the next day, we don't work out at all because we're sore, right? So stretching can help prevent soreness. And typically soreness hits 24 to 48 hours after a workout. So if you're one of the people who takes a little bit longer to hit and you're like, gosh, it's been 2 days since my workout and now I'm sore, what's that all about? Totally normal. It's called delayed onset muscle soreness, anywhere from 24 to 48 hours after your workout, sometimes even sooner, depending on how intense the workout was. And also one other thing I want to say about soreness is not an indication of a good workout. You don't have to be sore after a workout in order for it to have been a good workout, okay? In fact, you really don't want to feel super sore. So if you're working out and you're like, well, I must not be doing a good job at it because I'm never sore, that's okay. All right, doesn't mean the workout was good or bad if you're sore, okay? Stretching not only prevents soreness, but it also improves your mobility, which is the range of motion that you can move your joints through, your posture, your flexibility, because we are working on flexibility when we're stretching our muscles. So those are all great things that will help you, especially as we age. But just, even if you're still young and in your 20s, it's still good to have good mobility, good posture, and good flexibility, because all of those things can help prevent injury, or at least cut your risk of injury. And so therefore, stretching after your workout also cuts your risk of injury. Okay, so the last thing you want to do is get derailed from your workouts by getting injured, right? So get those stretches in so that you can keep up that habit of working out, especially if it's something new and it's something that you're trying to add into your healthy habits. Last thing you want to do is to have to take a break for 3 months because you injured your low back or you hurt your knee or your hip. So get those stretches in to cut the risk of injury. Then stretching also increases blood flow to your muscles, okay, which will help them better repair themselves after you've worked out, especially after a strength workout, which then when your muscles are repairing themselves, that's when they're getting stronger. That's when you're gaining more muscle mass. And the more muscle we have, if you've ever watched one of my 3-day kickstarts, another one's coming up in August, FYI. But the more muscle we have, the higher our metabolism is. So the more calories we're burning just sitting here watching this video. Okay, so we want the increased blood flow to our muscles so that they can repair themselves and get stronger and get bigger. And so we can increase our metabolism, okay? And then finally, stretching also helps to relieve tension and it promotes relaxation, okay? So stretching is actually linked in two separate ways to kind of calming your central nervous system. So first of all, it calms the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for your fight or flight response, okay? So calming that down when you stretch. And then second, it fires up the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms you down and also helps your digestive system, okay? So we can digest our food more easily, okay? So if you've ever been to a yoga class, you know that at the end of a yoga class, they typically end in Savasana, which is the corpse pose, where you're just laying there and you're letting everything that you did wash over your body, and your body takes in everything that you did during that yoga class, okay? Now in yoga, we're stretching pretty much the whole time, right? But that's laying there in that Shavasana pose is what is firing up your parasympathetic nervous system and allowing you to relax and then get on with the rest of your day. So stretching is definitely beneficial for you, cooling down, getting that heart rate down, and then doing some stretching. Plus, it feels good to stretch. So if you normally skip your cool down, I'm gonna ask you to give it a try for a few weeks and see if you notice a difference in how you feel both physically and mentally. Okay, by adding that cool down back into your workout. And again, it doesn't have to be super long. It could be just 5 minutes, okay? 5 extra minutes to get those stretches in, to get the heart rate down, and to make yourself feel a lot better. So Hopefully, most of you do your cool downs, but if you don't, let me know in the comments and let me know if you're willing to give my little challenge here a try and do your cool down for a couple of weeks. And then come back and let me know how you feel afterwards, because I'd love to hear about it. All right, so as I mentioned before, I will be doing another 3-day weight loss kickstart. And essentially what the weight loss kickstart is I will go live each of those 3 days of the kickstart. And this next one will be August 8th through 10th. And I will talk about the 3 main pieces of the weight loss puzzle that I have my clients focus on, because I know there's a lot of noise out there and it's so hard to sift through all the information and figure out what you should be doing to lose weight. So the 3-day kickstart helps you figure out the exact steps you should take in order to kickstart that weight. Okay, drop it, drop weight, drop inches, and get that energy up. So if you're interested in reserving your spot for it, I will drop the link in the comments below. And you can just click on that. And let's see. Oh, Lauren says 4 days away from turning 30, made a commitment to walk an hour every evening. Oops. And boy, have I been sweating. Good. Yeah. I'm guessing you probably live somewhere warm. Definitely feel like I'm not 21 anymore. Well, happy early birthday, Lauren. And I love your commitment to walk every evening. Walking is one of the best things you can do for your body to keep your body moving. And one of the other things for exercise that goes along with walking is I want some strength training. And I'll explain more about that in my kickstart. So if you want to know more about strength training, sign up for it. And I'll explain to you why it's so important. But hopefully after your walks, you are cooling down a bit, letting that heart rate come down, and definitely doing some stretches for your legs. And that's the other thing. Like when you're doing your cool down, if you only worked your lower body, you only have to stretch your lower body. You don't have to stretch everything. Now, if you worked your full body, I would definitely try to stretch most muscles, especially those bigger muscles, around our joints and stuff too. But after a walk, stretch your calves, stretch your quads, stretch your glutes, stretch your inner thighs, and then you can be on your way. All right, so happy early birthday, Lauren. And now I just lost where I was. Oh my gosh. I need some more coffee, I think. Anyways, get those cool downs in and let me know how it feels. And if you feel different doing a cool down, if you're one of those people who in the past hasn't done their cool downs after their workout. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. I will be back next Wednesday. I forget what day it is even. Goodness. I'll be back next Wednesday at noon to chat about another fitness and health related topic. So drop any questions that you might have in the comments and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.